Welcome in, hockey fans. This is Chris Farmer calling the game here from the Logan Lake Rec Center. We've got the Logan Lake Miners taking on the Okanagan Lakers in BCIHL action. And here we go. Starting in goal for Okanagan Lakers is number 31, Jacob Burnside. We've got Carmichael, Parapolecta, Tokic, Fleming, and Crease starting for the Lakers. For the Miners, we've got Davidson, Gordon, Bulmer, Zackel, Rasmussen, and starting in goal, Carter Greenway. And the puck's dropped. Lakers gain control off the draw. Here's Crease. Spins away from his man Gordon, puts it up, and that's going to be offside. Quick little pass there, but man was ahead of the play. So we got Davidson going in to face off against Tokic. Tokic wins that one back to Crease, who just dumps it down into minor territory down behind Greenway. There's Zackel. Zackel puts it up the wall to his winger. He's bumped down. Puck comes loose to Tokic. He tries the quick shot. That goes wide of the net. Goes all the way around to Crease, who's able to keep it in. That's kicked down by Rasmussen. Chips it up the wall, but that doesn't get out. Gets right back down low to Rasmussen again. Puts it behind the net to Zackel. Zackel looking up ice. He tries a long stretch pass, looking for Bulmer. That's knocked down by Parapolecta. He makes a quick move, gets the puck to Carmichael. Zackel intercepts that and chips it back out of the zone. Fleming backhand pass across the crease. Back to Fleming. Fleming up ice, trying to stretch past it there for Carmichael, but misses him. That's going to go all the way down for an icing. Quick little start here by the two teams. We're going to face off down here to the left of Burnside. Gavin Matty settling in against the Okanagan captain, Bettinson. And Okanagan wins the draw, and they go high off the glass all the way down, and Parapolecta is going to get down and wave that one off. Parapolecta tries to center it out front and finds Bettinson. Bettinson backhand out front to Boyarski. Over to Parapolecta, who leaves it for Williamson. Williamson, quick shot. That gets all the way through, but that's swallowed up by Greenway. No rebound there. That'll be the first shot on net here of the game. Konecki settles in for the draw against Maddie here. Maddie wins it to the wall, but it hops over the stick of Chatty. Boyarski has it. Backhand, back down low. Oh, and they score. Quick little hands move from behind the net. That was Carter Bentonson. There's a quick goal there for the Lakers. A little tie-up draw there. The Miners get control as Watson now. Watson looking up ice. He tries to stretch up, goes off the stick of Robertson. Intercepted by the Lakers. They try to flip that down low, but it goes into their bench. They'll have a face-off down in their territory here. Benton settles in for the draw against Smithiter. Smithiter wins that one over to Robertson. Back to Watson. Quick shot through. Gets through. That's patted into the corner by the goaltender. Carter clears the zone there. Sanger's racing back for that one. He's going to beat it for the icing. Miners send out Maddie, Turner, and Lario for this offensive draw to the right of Burnside. Maddie tries to win out on the forehand, but Bettinson steps through and is able to knock that one down behind the net. Maddie goes to work behind that. Turner puts it across, looking for Lario, but can't find him there. He comes out the other side. That's kept in at the point by Rasmussen, but puts it back down low. The Lakers now fire it up. Konecki can't get a hold on that one. Zackel gets it, puts it over to Maddie. Maddie holds up, tries to put it across, hits the skate of Lario. Bouncing puck up front. Rasmussen tries a quick shot. That goes off a leg, goes down into the corner. Here comes Bettinson now. He puts it over to Boyarski. Boyarski up the left wing. He looks out front, it gets a tip in front from number 23, but that goes just wide of the net. Battle's going on down in the corner. And we're going to get a penalty here. Going to be a holding call to the Miners' Talon Zackel. So the Lakers will be going to the power play here. They send out Reese at center with Carmichael. And I can't tell who the other winger is from here. Miners win the draw, and they're able to clear the zone. Schaefer sends that one all the way down. Burnside comes out to play it, and he's going to leave it there for his defenseman, Fleming. No, Spooner comes in, picks that one up. Now Spooner with speed, coming up out of his zone, makes a move around Buzzle. Gets the line that's just onside. He loses control. Buzzle's able to get a stick on that and put it out. Buzzle takes a bump for his work, but he's able to clear the zone. Reese was able to knock him down there on that play. Now here's Spooner. Spooner tries a quick shot. That goes over the net. Rebound comes out to the point here to Reese again. Up top to Fleming. Quick shot. That's stopped by Greenway. Miners are able to clear that one down. Burnside comes out of the net and leaves it for Fleming. Fleming slows things down. Stops behind his net. Waiting for things to set up. Puts it up the wall there to Carmichael. Puts it back down to Fleming. Fleming gets the line and dumps it in. There's Watson. Watson tries to put it up the wall, but that's knocked down by Spooner. He cuts the middle. Tries a quick shot, but Robertson got a stick on that. He's able to knock it away. Loose puck comes back to Crease. Crease down low and puts it out front to Reese, who gets a shot, but that's patted away there by Greenway. Lakers circle back in their own net. And here's Crease. Puts it over to Konecki. Konecki up the right wing wall. Got Chamago with him. Knocked away by the Miners. Watson takes a bump from Chamago. Chamago's got the puck now. That's knocked away now by Watson. Back to the point to Crease. Puts it across ice to Boyarski. Boyarski back up top to Crease. Puts it back door to Bettinson, who rings that one off the crossbar. Bomer gets that one off the crossbar and knocks it down the ice. And Boyarski's there with the puck behind his own net. Here's Boyarski. He's knocked down off stride there by Bomer. Good forecheck there by the Miners. Kreese puts that one back behind his own net as the penalty's over now. Here's Boyarski. Boyarski skating up ice. He leaves it there for Kreese. Kreese tries to make a move. Loose puck gets through, and he's able to regain possession. Puts it back below the net to Boyarski. Boyarski circling around. Drops it off there to Bettinson. Bettinson looking back for Boyarski, but that's knocked away by Schaefer. Puck comes out now to Lario. Here's Lario. One-on-one. Takes a quick shot. Blockered away by Burnside. Boyarski puts it back down low to Burnside. Burnside backhand behind his net to Kreese. Kreese takes a bump there from Lario. Bettinson chops that one all the way down the ice, and this is going to be an icing call. Matty settles in for this face-off. He's got Turner and Lario with him. He wins the draw to Lario. Lario puts it back to the point. They get the shot through. Rebounds, chip just over his shoulder. Lario in the slot. He's tied up. Can't get the shot away. Here's a rebound. Puck still loose. That's kicked ahead by the Lakers defenseman Kreese. Kreese has man all over him, but he pokes that puck through all the way down to Greenway, and Greenway just covers up with Bettinson coming in on him. Miners send out Gordon, Davidson, and Bomer here for this defensive draw. Tokic wins that puck back to Perpelekta, who tries a quick shot and goes just to the right of the goalie, Greenway. That puck gets past the defenseman. Bomer's on it now. Bomer down the wall. He takes a quick shot. That's stopped by Burnside. Defenseman chips that up high into the netting. Davidson now. Davidson goes to work. He puts that puck loose down into the corner. Knocked away by Reese. Perpelekta now. Perpelekta, he's looking for Carlisle. He finds him on the wall. He takes a bump. Schaefer keeps that one in. Puck comes loose to the Lakers. Now Loam gets it up to Tokic. Fired back down the ice by the Miners. Loose puck in front of the Lakers bench here. Here's Watson. Watson puts it up. That's chipped in by number 22, Jaden Lone. Now Christian. Christian comes down. Tries to chip it by Williamson. Williamson gets in his way. There's Tokic now. Backhand up the wall here to Perpelekta, who fires it across to Watson. Watson makes a move on Zackel. Gets a shot. That's kicked away by Greenway. Dixon Reyes tries to keep that one in with his glove, but he can't quite hold the line. Puck goes all the way down, and Reese is going to beat out that hybrid icing. Christian bumps in behind the net. Williamson comes in to say, hey, I don't like that. Nothing's going to come of it as the players separate. Poncelet and Williamson are having words all the way down the ice. Miners win the draw, and it comes free into the corner and chipped around to Poncelet. He tries to find Buzzle coming up the middle. Gets past him to Williamson, who just chips it back down into the wall here. Buzzle goes in and bumps his man. Loose puck comes to Poncelet, tries to find Zackel. Zackel reaches for that one. He can't quite get there. Spooner has it now for the Lakers. Spooner tries to go cross ice to find Ford. Misses him, and it bounces off the wall, but comes right back to Ford anyways. Ford puts it back down low to Spooner. Back to Ford. Ford, quick shot. Fans on that one. Poked away now by Schmideter. Oh, we got a whistle. We're going to have another penalty here behind the play. Interference called against the Miners, so the Lakers will be going back to the power play. Ethan Christian will be going off 2 minutes for interference. Bettinson will settle in for the draw against Gordon. They win the draw. Here's Kreese. Cross ice to Boyarski. He tries a quick shot. Greenway swallows that one up. Miners win the draw, but the Lakers are able to step through, and Sanger comes through, pokes that puck away, tries to clear the zone, but Crease keeps it in at the line. Crease fires it cross ice there to Bettinson. Back to Crease. Bettinson again on the wall. Goes down low for a tip, and he finds Chimago's stick, and he's able to tip that one in behind Greenway. All right. Maddie and Tokic on the face-off. Maddie wins that toss-up draw and gets it down low. Lario racing in after it. He picks it up in the corner. Looking out front for Maddie. Gets it to him. Gets a shot through. Hits the goalie. The goalie couldn't find the rebound. It's cleared to the corner by Williamson. Schaefer keeps it in at the point. Gets it back down low to Lario. Back out front looking for Turner. Back to Lario. Lario out front. Backhand. Chips it up over the net. Dixon Reyes. He skates through traffic and pokes that one free. Here's Tokic coming up the wall. It's Chatty now for the Miners. Chatty back up the wall, finds Lario. Lario puts it out, looking for Turner. Just out of his reach. Kicked back down into the zone by Carmichael. That's turned over in the neutral zone here by the Miners. Back down low. Lakers now. Lakers breaking it out of their zone. Scramble draw there, or scramble puck is just knocked back down into Miners zone. No one had control of it. There's Chatty now. Chatty back up to Lario. Skips over his stick to Fleming, puts it back to Crease. Crease behind his net. Waiting for his teammates to come back and give him some help. Finds Carmichael on the wall. Puts it back down low again. Crease again. Stretch pass looking for Reese. Goes off Zackel skates. Find Reese. Backhand out front. That was Spooner looking for a shot there, but it didn't quite get all the way through. High pass gets up to Bomer. He gloves it down, chips it around his man. But he's tied up there. He can't get onto it. Here's Spooner now. Spooner skating up ice. Tries to backhand out in the middle. That's knocked away by the Miners. Crease intercepts that pass. Knocks it away from Bomer. Here's Ford. Ford, quick shot. That goes high off his stick and out of play. We're going to have face-off down here to the left of Carter Greenway in Miner territory. 10:30 left in the first period. The Lakers are up 2-0. Tokic wins that one to the wall. Knocked around in some feet. Comes back to Tokic. He's watched there by Smithiter. Puts it around the wall to Watson. Watson takes a bump in the corner. Puts it back to the point. Carlisle keeps that one in. Gets through to the stick of Sanger. Chipped around there looking for Robertson. Carter keeps that one in. There's Robertson high off the glass, and that gets out of the zone. Relieves some pressure. Carlisle's back. Oh, we got a whistle here. A penalty coming. Is it just one? Looks like Chimago will be going off for the Lakers. 2 minutes for cross-checking. The Miners will be going to the power play now. Their first of the game. Smithiter wins that one, comes all the way back to the point, and Zackel puts it down low looking for Turner. Gets by, Turner pokes it around the net to Lario. Lario circling the zone. Leaves it there for Zackel. Zackel up top, quick wrist shot through. That's tip. Goalie couldn't see it, but it comes out the other side. Here's Maddie. Maddie circling now. He's up top. Down to the sidewall to Lario. Lario one-timer, but it's a weak one. Doesn't get all of it. Bouncing puck back to Maddie. Maddie, quick shot. That's blockered away by Burnside. Lario now. Lario, he's got pressure on him on the wall. Puts it back down low to Schmittiter. Schmittiter comes around behind the net. Circling the zone. Leaves it there for Zackel. Zackel up top. Looking for a lane. Puts it back over the wall to Maddie. Maddie down low, looking for Lario. Finds him. Misses the net. And they score! Lario puts it up front, and Schmittiter taps that one. Schmittiter with his third of the year. Assisted by Jordan Lario. and I'm not sure who else. There, the Miners needed that one. Now we're looking at a 2-1 game. Davidson wins that face-off over to the wall. Watson steps up, gets the line, and dumps it in. Miners go back on the forecheck. Gordon's in there with Davidson. Fleming puts it back around the wall. Pinched down low by Watson. He gets a leg on that one, keeps it in. Now here is Konecki. Konecki has that one knocked away, and Bulmer puts it back down deep into Laker territory. Burnside was going out to play. I took a funny bounce off the wall. Good thing Crease was there for him to knock that one away. Well, fan pass there, and Boyarski has a breakaway. Boyarski backhand, great pad save there by Greenway. Tries to get the puck back out front. Greenway gets a paddle on that one, but the net comes off. Good save there by Carter Greenway on the Boyarski breakaway. Keep this one a 2-1 game. We'll have a face-off here in Miner territory to the right of Carter Greenway. No, be the left. They decided they wanted it on the other side. Be Schmideter. No, we're doing the TV timeout, looks like. Well, team settle back in now after the brief timeout. We'll have that face off to the left of Carter Greenway here now. Schmideter and Tokic. Schmideter wins that one clean back into the corner. Here's Zackel. He's tied up by Chamago in the corner. Chamago wins that puck back to Tokic. Chamago uses his big body to power past Zackel. Tries to go back to the point there to Lone, but Lone can't get there on the pinch. It's chipped by him. Watson comes back and passes it across ice to Carlisle, who puts it back across to Lone. Lone dumps that one in. Icing's waved off. Greenway comes out to play it. Chips it past Chamago to Robertson. Robertson tries to clear the zone, but it's kept in at the line. Bumping along the wall there. Puck comes loose to Robertson. Robertson cross ice now to Rasmussen. Rasmussen with speed to center, dumps it in on net. Goalie takes that one off the pad into the corner. Robertson's there to pick it up, tries to find Sam. Sam loses that one and comes to the other wall and chipped out by the Lakers. Chatty back now. Chatty circles, stretches it up to Robertson, tips it back down deep into Laker territory. Lario in on the forecheck. Puck's left there by the Lakers and slides all the way through to the goalie, and he just covers that up. Well, face off here to the left of Burnside. Matty goes forward, gets through, gets a shot, saved by Burnside. Loose puck goes behind the net. Crease has it there. Turner wins that one out. Turner looking out front. Finds Schaefer up high. Well, Schaefer fans on it, but he's pickpocketed there by Spooner. Spooner's got a breakaway. Spooner comes in, makes a move, saved by Greenway. Another breakaway stopped by the goaltender. Puck comes up to Lario. Lario takes a big hit there, trying to jump around his man. The puck goes loose to Burnside. Lario bumps his man on the corner. Gets into the puck battle along the wall. Miners keep it in just for the moment. Spooner comes back now and picks it up. Tries to find Ford, but it gets through, and Schaefer pulls that away. Schaefer up the wall looking for Lario. Gets past him to Fleming. Here's Schaefer now. Schaefer spins away from Spooner. Finds Maddie up at the blue line. Maddie comes in, goes cross ice looking for Turner, but he just misses him. Oh, sorry, that's Christian. Here is Tokic now. Tokic up the middle for the Lakers. Takes a quick shot. That goes wide of the net off a stick. Watson now. Watson takes a bump, as does Christian. Tokic is in there throwing his body around. Here's Watson. Watson slows things down behind his net. Waiting for somewhere to go with it. Puts it down in the corner. Chips it up the wall looking for Lario. Lario takes a big bump from behind. That's going to be a penalty. Men come in. They don't like that. Buzzle's in there, and he's got Carmichael. As Carmichael came in and smacked Lario from behind right in front of the bench here. Getting a little heat to this game now. These two teams don't like each other much. We'll see what the referees are going to call here. I would think the Lakers would have to get the extra on this one. Bettinson and Gordon here waiting to hear the outcome of this. It looks like Carmichael is leaving the box. And the game. Not sure what the call is here. Obviously calling a check from behind, I would assume, by the way that play kind of came together, but I don't know what the actual call is going to be here. We got 2 minutes up on the board for the Miners here, but I don't know that that's going to be what is going to be up there. So we're going to be playing some 4-on-4 hockey here, so the 2 minutes up on the board is incorrect. We'll have a face-off here in the neutral zone in front of the Miners bench. Davidson wins that one, kicks a puck past Bettinson, but Konecki comes in and pushes that one to the wall, puts it back to Williamson, up to Boyarski. Boyarski now coming through the neutral zone, gains the line, slows up on the wall, looking for somewhere to go, cuts back, puts it down low, looking for Williamson. Bomer's all over him. Puck's in their feet along the wall behind Greenway's net. Loose puck now comes free to Zackel. Zackel up the wall, looking for Bomer. Bomer with speed. Quick shot through the feet. That's patted away by Burnside and goes just wide of the net. Good screen shot there. Knocked down by Bomer. Bomer puts it down low to Rasmussen on the left wing wall. Back to Bomer in the slot. The stick away there by Bettinson. Bettinson now up to Boyarski. Boyarski back to Bettinson. High slot shoots. That's blocked away by Carter Greenway. Goes into the corner. Miners stretch it out to Matty. Matty now. He's going down low. Watched by Boyarski. Behind the net. Cut him out front. Quick shot. Blockered away by Burnside. Rebound stopped as well by Burnside off of Lario. We'll have a face-off here to the right of Burnside, I believe. Matty loses that one to Reese, but Lario jumps through and gets control, tries a tough angle shot off the side of the net, comes back to Schaefer, puts it back down low looking for Lario. Gets past his stick into the corner. Lario bumps his man. Puck comes free to Maddie. Maddie now circling, finding Lario. Quick one-timer. That's stopped by Burnside. Loose puck now. Spooner's knocked down behind the net, and it looks like Maddie is going to be getting a tripping penalty here. He was reaching in for the puck and caught a skate, and that is a penalty. So we will have some 4-on-3 hockey here, as the Lakers will go to the power play here for 33 seconds, and then we'll be 5-on-4. Miners win the draw. Circle and clear. Good quick clear there from the Miners to help on this penalty kill. Here's Crease. Leaves it there for Bettinson. Bettinson gains the line. Carries down low. He's pinned on the corner. Loose puck comes back to Crease. Puts it cross ice there to Boyarski. Boyarski leaves it for Bettinson up high. Down to Crease. Back to Boyarski. That's stopped by Greenway. The two men come out of the penalty box, so we're going to be 5-on-4 now for a minute 24 seconds. Boyarski will settle in for this face-off against Gordon. Kind of a tie draw. Comes to the wingers, and Zackel pokes that away. Goes high off the glass. That hits the netting, so it's whistled down. Boyarski and Gordon here. Boyarski wins this one. Back to Crease. Crease. Back down low on the wall. Konecki, backdoor. Finds Boyarski, but he hits the crossbar. Puck comes to the wall. Zackel loses that one. Konecki now. Konecki tries a shot. That's pad up. Oh, that goes off a foot and in. Boyarski, I believe. Tried a centering pass there. Went off of a skate and into that. So we are 3-1. As the Lakers go 2 for 3 on the power play here so far. Schmitter wins that draw back to Schaefer. Schaefer dumps it down. Schmitter go in on the forecheck. Fleming has the puck now. He takes a bump from Schmitter. Puck gets kicked through. Sam just misses that one. Puck comes up the wall here to Carmichael. He flicks it high looking for Spooner. That's knocked away there. Good stick by Schaefer. Kept in at the point by Tokic. Now it bounces out to Sam. Here's Sam. Gets it in deep into the Laker territory. Cardo goes back for it. He puts it up the wall to Ford. Ford back down low to Fleming. Fleming up this side here. Kept in by Schaefer. Cardo now. Cardo trying to look for Ford. Misses him and Tokic has it. Leaves it there for Ford. Back to Sanger. Across to Watson. Watson up ice looking for Maddie. Goes off his skate to Cardo, who dumps it back down deep. Sanger now. Sanger leaves it for Watson. Puts it up for Lario. Lario looking cross ice, but fans on that one. Intercepted by Dixon Rios. Leaves it for Periplecta. Periplecta for Tokic. Tokic takes a bump from Turner. And we're getting another penalty here. Looks like Sanger is going off for the Miners. For holding. So 2:22 here to play in the first period. Lakers will go to their fourth power play, already 2 for 3. Leading 3-1. Boyarski and Gordon. Lakers get control. Here's Crease. Cross to Bettinson. Bettinson. Down low to Boyarski. Boyarski. Down to Bettinson. Bettinson now circling along the wall. Cross ice to Crease here now. Crease back down low to Konecki. Konecki tries to put it out front to Chimago, but he kind of fans on that one. It comes loose in the corner. Chimago back to Konecki. Cross ice now to Bettinson. Bettinson down low to Boyarski. Boyarski looking. Leaves it for Bettinson. Bettinson tries a quick one out front. Gets onto Greenway, but he paddles it away. Here's Boyarski. Back up top to Crease. Tries a quick shot. That goes wide. Behind the net. Lakers have it still. Here's Bettinson. Walking in. Tries a quick shot off a stick. Gets through to the net, but it's paddled away. Chimago tries a quick spin shot off the leg of Gordon. Here's Boyarski. Down low to Konecki. He circles. Puts it up to Crease. Crease, quick shot. Blocked in front by Zackel, who just clears that one down the ice. 43 seconds to go in the power play. Burnside out. Leaves it there for his defenseman. Crease has it behind the net. Waiting for Ford. Ford circles back and takes over. Ford looking up ice. Takes a line on Bomer. Bomer leaves it, knocks it away, goes to Fleming. Here's Spooner. Spooner gets the line. Cuts to the middle. Tries to put it back out. That goes off the stick. Gets strangely through, but Greenway's able to kick that one away. And Miners get it out of the zone. Robertson here. Robertson watching Fleming. Bomer's there to help him too. Here's Fleming. Fleming puts it up to Crease. Puts it up to Ford. Teams are back to even strength. Fleming now. Fleming back down low. Back up to Fleming. It goes off the post. One-timer there. Beat the goalie, but not the iron. Fleming circles and puts it back down deep into Miner territory. Watson now low. He's watched and bumped by Schaefer. Puck comes loose to Chad. He puts it around looking for Bomer. But the buzzer will go there, and at the end of the first period, the Lakers lead the Miners 3-1. We'll be back for the second period. Welcome back, hockey fans. We're here in Logan Lake for the second period, the game between the Miners and the Lakers. Lakers are currently leading the Miners 3-1 after one. The shots of the first period were 14 for the Lakers and 11 for the Miners. We will see how this second period takes shape. We got Davidson, Bulmer, and Gordon here for the Miners against Perpolekta, Tokic, and Watson. And we're underway. That was an aggressive puck drop there. Here is Zackel. Zackel plays it off the wall looking for Davidson. That's knocked down by Watson. Comes loose to Fleming. Fleming's has the puck knocked away by Bulmer. Gets cross ice to Perpolekta. Perpolekta goes wide around Zackel. Davidson comes in to help, chips it off the boards, trying to get it out past Crease. Crease takes a bump there from Davidson. Puck comes loose to Zackel. Tries to stretch it out, but it's gloved down by Fleming. Kicked away there by Greenway. Back to Zackel. Zackel puts it up the wall to Bulmer. Bulmer chips it out into the middle of the ice looking for Gordon. Crease chips it up looking for Tokic. Comes loose to Rasmussen. Dumps it back down. And Miners go on for a change. Here's Crease now behind his own net. He's trying to stretch it out there for Perpolekta. That's picked off by Schaefer, who puts it right back down into the Laker territory. Here's Fleming. He chips that one past Turner. Loses the handle to Lario. Gets back down to Turner. Tries to find Matty out front. That's picked off by Fleming. Backhand pass up the wall to Perpolekta. Schaefer angles him off nicely, and the puck comes loose to Lario. Fires it across to Chatty. Chatty fires it up. Finds a stick of Matty. Matty through the neutral zone. Quick shot there. Beats the goalie over the blocker side, but glances off the crossbar up into the netting. Nice quick wrist shot there by Matty. Caught Burnside off, a little bit off, and clipped the crossbar and up and out of play. Face off here to the right of Burnside. Matty wins that one to the wall. Lario puts it back down in the corner. Turner in the puck battle there. He chips it back out in the middle, but it gets too much on it. Goes all the way back down in his own zone. I think they're going to call that icing. But I believe that was Turner that put the puck out, so we're going to have a face-off here at center, I believe. Yeah, this is the correct call, as I believe it was Turner's stick that fired that one back down. We'll face off here at center. Matty wins the draw. Chips it off the wall. Turner going in after it. Burnside comes up to play it. Goes up the wall. Matty's there, but hits a turnbuckle and puts it on. Schaefer puts it on net. That's kicked to the corner. Here's Chatty. Chatty tries a quick shot. That goes off the leg of Dixon Reeves up into the netting. We're going to have a face-off here to the right of Burnside, down in Laker territory. Schmitteder's ready for this face-off. He's going up against Carmichael. That's Ford. Ford wins that one back to Williamson, and he rifles it around the boards. That's going to all the way down into minor territory for an icing as Watson's back to beat out the hybrid there. We're going to do this face-off all over again, back down in Laker zone. Schmitteder and Ford to the right of Burnside. And Schmitteder wins that one to Sam. Sam tries a quick shot. That goes off a foot and doesn't make it all the way through. It gets to the corner. Backhanded around the net by Ford to Dixon Reyes. He stretches out, chipped up there to Spooner. Spooner, he gets a quick shot from the left wall, and Greenway just swallows that one up, and we'll have now a face-off down in minor territory to the right of Carter Greenway. And Schmitter wins that one back, but the Lakers jump through and get control of the puck down low. High slot here. Quick shot by Ford, blocked away by Greenway. Bouncing puck in the corner. Watson comes up with it. He has that puck knocked away from him. Gets back to the point here to Spooner. Spooner has that stolen by Robertson, but he couldn't control it and got knocked back down into the zone by Spooner. Here's Robertson now. Robertson with speed. Chips it up the wall. Gains the line. He's muscled into the corner by Carta. Schmitter turns. He fires it across to Zackel. Zackel falls but keeps it in. Puts it down low to Sam. Sam now watched by Ford. He puts it back up the wall to Rasmussen. Backhand out front looking for Robertson. Gets past him to the Laker defenseman who chips it up and out of the zone. Zackel just fires it back in. Poncelet now. He's in on the forecheck. Gets the puck on the wall. Takes a bump from Lone. Back to Christian. Christian has a quick shot. That's a pad save there by Burnside. Poncelet now. Poncelet's pinned by Carlisle. Puts the puck down to Buzzle. Buzzle out front. That's paddled away by the goalie. Rasmussen, quick shot. That hits a foot. Goes to the wall. Rasmussen back again. Tokic has it now. Tokic pokes the puck loose to Chimago. Back to Tokic. Fires it in and gloved and held onto by Greenway. We got some sticks up here. Poncelet and Tokic are having a chat here in the corner. Referees between them just chatting it up. Watson and Buzzle now are having a chat here in the other circle. We got a penalty coming here to Tokic for cross-checking, I believe. So we're going to see a Miners power play. Their second of the game. They scored on their last one. Schmitter settles in. He wins that puck draw clean. Kept in at the line by Zackel. Zackel looking for Matty. Finds him on the sidewall. Matty pulls back. Puts it up to Zackel at the top. Quick shot there. Goes just high of the net. Comes back loose to Lario on the wall. Lario back to Zackel. Zackel. Lario. Quick shot. Through traffic. All the way out the other side to Matty. Matty puts it down low. Finds Turner. Turner puts it back to Matty. Back to Zackel at the top. Fakes a shot over to Lario. One-timer. Just high of the net. Comes around the wall to Matty now. Matty has that puck knocked away. Loose puck, though, and Turner digs it out. Loose puck comes back to Zackel. Fakes a shot. Puts it back down on the wall here to Schmitter. Schmitter cross ice to Lario. Lario back to Zackel. One-timer. He shoots, hits the body in front. Puck comes loose to the corner. Here's Matty now. Matty circles. Looking for somewhere to go. Puts it up top to Zackel. Zackel skates in. Tries a quick shot that goes off the stick of Watson up and out of play for a whistle. 1:04 left to go. The power play and penalty kill both change up. We'll have a face-off down to the right of Burnside. Davidson here taking the face-off against Ford. And the puck comes to the wall. Miners get control. Rasmussen puts it back over on the wall to Davidson. Back up to Rasmussen. He tries a quick shot. That's tipped just wide by Robertson. Bomer now. Bomer circling on the right wing wall. Puts it back down low in the corner. Up top there to Rasmussen. Quick shot. Gets through traffic. Scores! And they score! Adrian Schaefer bangs in the rebound. And the Miners go 2 for 2 on the power play. Make this game 3-2. And I believe That might be Adrian Schaefer's first BCIHL goal in his 4th season. Lario now. Lario kicks the puck up. He takes a hit there from Fleming as he tried to step around him. Turner puts it out front, looking for Maddie. Boyarski tips that one to the sidewall to Bettinson. Bettinson takes a bump at the line from Singer. Paraplecta chips that one down, takes a body there from Lario. Watson takes a bump behind the net. Chipped out front. Boyarski just fires that one on net, and Greenway gloves that one down, holds on. They'll have a face-off here in minor territory down to the right of Carter Greenway. We've got Bettinson facing off against Maddie. Bettinson wins the draw. Comes back up top to Crease. Crease watched by Lario. Lario bumps his man loose in the corner of Watson. Watson tries to get it out. Gets to Lario. Lario gets it past the line. Fleming picks it up. Here's Singer. Singer intercepts that. Chips it past his man and dumps it down deep. Crease is going back for the puck. Watched by Maddie. Maddie bumps his man in the corner. Crease puts it behind the net to Fleming. Fleming circles, comes up the middle. Goes up the left wing wall to Boyarski. Boyarski looking for Konecki. Backhand on net. Paddled away there by Greenway into the corner. Fleming tries to put it up front, but that gets through to Davidson. Davidson now. He's by himself. Tries a shot through, but Boyarski gets a leg on that. Davidson, nice work there. Puts it up high to Bomer. Bomer! Oh, he scores! Nathan Bomer. Good work to win that puck battle. Get it back to Bomer, who was coming in late, and he put it off the inside of the post to tie the game. (3-3). Great work there by Davidson. Lakers win the draw. Chamago with it. He's watched by the Niners. Zackel's knocked down there. Puck comes loose to Rasmussen. Tries to flick it up. That hits Gordon. Puck comes through the feet of Davidson. He circles back. Leaves it for Rasmussen. Paraplecta tries to bump him, but he was ready for him. Here comes Rasmussen up the wall. Miners have some life now. Gains the line. Oh, Rasmussen blows a wheel there and we just put offside. Oh, never mind. Not offside. We're calling a penalty here. What do we got going on? We got an interference call. Who are they calling it on? Looks like Gordon going to the box here for interference. So the Lakers will go to their 5th power play of the game. Already with 2 power play goals on the night. And they win the draw. Puck comes back to the point of Fleming. Over to Spooner. Spooner watched by Robertson. Down low. Try to go back up front. That's knocked down with a high stick from Spooner. Chatty gets a stick on that. Tries to clear it. Gets kept in at the line by Fleming. Fleming puts it cross ice to Ford. Ford spinning. Puts it down low in the corner. Fleming now. Back down low to Ford. Over to Fleming. Tries a quick shot. The Miners get a stick on it. Spooner has it now. Spooner on the right point. Tries a quick shot. That goes off the stick of Chatty. Good job there for getting his stick in the way and deflects that one up and out of play. And we'll get a line change on both sides here. Minute 16 left in this Lakers power play. Smithiter and Konecki here on the faceoff. Tied up draw. Miners reach a stick in there and get control and ice the puck down. Burnside comes out to stop it. He'll leave it there for his defenseman, Crease. Crease waiting for his teammates to come back to break out. Finds Bettinson. Bettinson over to Konecki. Konecki cuts back. Tries to put it back down low. That was intercepted there. Good job by Watson. He picked that one off and dumped it down. Bomer's going to get down on the puck. Tries to chip it back to Smithiter. Intercepted by Crease. Konecki puts it to the wall. Bomer's in there on the forecheck. Konecki now. Konecki up through the middle. Gains the line. Down the left wing wall. Watched by Sanger. Sanger bumps him hard in the corner. Watson's got it now. Tries to find it. Bomer. Boyarski steps past him. Gets a backhander around the wall. Puck's loose there, and it's going to get out of the zone and relieve the pressure. Smithers watching Crease. Crease puts it over to Bettinson. Bettinson tries to clear it, but intercepted by Bomer. Puts it down to Smithers. Has that puck just poked out of his reach to Chamago now. Chamago up through the middle. Gains the line. Down the right wing, down behind the net now. Looking out front, gets it there. That puck's blocked by Sanger. Sanger tries to clear, kept in by Chamago. Loose puck to the wall. The teams are even strength here. Dixon Rayus fans on that one. Gordon tries to put it across for Buzzell. Just out of his reach and going to get all the way down into Laker territory where Crease has it. Crease puts it behind his own net to Dixon Rayus. He tries to stretch it out, intercepted by Robertson. Robertson down to Lario. Lario, quick move. He tries a quick shot high and goes up over the net. Lario was all by himself and just couldn't find the twine there. Quick transition play by the Miners, and they couldn't quite find the back of the net. 11:20 here to go in the second period. 3-3 game. Face off to the right of Burnside. Maddie wins that one to the wall. Lario puts it back to Rasmussen. Quick shot goes off a stick of Williamson, deflected into the corner. Watson now. Watson tries to put it out, but that goes off the foot of Tokic out into no man's land there. Knocked back down by the Miners. Rasmussen intercepts that clear in the neutral zone. Chips it around the defenseman, goes right after it. Rasmussen on the forecheck. Gets in there with Williamson. Chip pass by Tokic. Perepelekta to Tokic. Here's Zackel. Zackel spins away from Perepelekta. Goes off the glass, up and out. Goes off that short glass there. Up and out of play. We're going to face off here to the right of Carter Greenway. Maddie versus Ford. Maddie wins that one back. Here's Chatty. Chatty just fires it around the wall, and that's going to be just enough to get past Lone. Turner goes on the forecheck. Lario's there to help him. Lario has the puck. Cuts the middle. Finds Maddie. Maddie's hooked by Spooner. That's going to be a penalty. Back to Schaefer. Oh, good save there by Burnside. Delayed penalty coming. And the Lakers touch up, and we're going to have a hooking call to Spooner here, and the Miners will go to the power play. So a 10:28 here to go in the second period. Miners will go back to the power play, their third of the game. Tokic jumps that draw before the puck was dropped. Tokic and Smith are here. Tokic does get that draw. They try and fire it all the way around, but that'll be kept in by Zackel. Zackel back across to Maddie. Maddie down low to Lario. Quick shot. That goes just wide of the net. Maddie now makes a quick little fake. Back to Zackel. Down to Maddie. Maddie. Quick shot from the middle. Gets all the way through to the net. Defenseman Crease comes in and grabs Turner. It looks like he's going to get both of them here. It's going to be Crease and Turner both going off with coincidental penalties. Slashing for Turner, roughing for Crease. We'll continue with the Miner power play. Minute 38 to go. Bowman and Watson. Puck comes to the wall. Lakers chip it out and gets to Rasmussen. Rasmussen goes cross ice to Davidson. Davidson gets the line, chips it down into the corner, and goes after it. He bumps Weiss there. Loose puck to Schaefer. Schaefer puts it up to Bomer. Bomer, he's trying to find the lane there, but lost the handle. He's going to get an interference penalty there. So we're going to go to some 4-on-4. We'll have a minute 16 here of 4-on-4. And then the Lakers will go to the brief power play for 44 seconds. So with this 4-on-4 open ice, the Miners send Maddie, Lario, Chatty, and Schaefer against Bettinson, Boyarski, Williamson, and Dixon Reyes for the Lakers. Here's Boyarski. Watch there by Schaefer. Bettinson picks it up behind the net. Circles around, poked away by Chatty. Chatty bumps him. Bettinson tries to spin off. He's able to get the puck down low. Schaefer intercepts that one. That's knocked away by Williamson. Bettinson now. Watched by Maddie. Chips it by him down in the corner. Finds Williamson. Williamson puts it off the wall to Boyarski. Boyarski puts it high, back down in the corner. Bettinson puts it out front, finds Williamson, but he's not able to get the shot on net. Reyes pinches down. Defenseman behind the net. Puts it back up top to Bettinson. Bettinson, quick shot, kicked away by Lario. Here goes Lario. Tries to find Matty, but goes off a skate right back to him. Bettinson tries to stand up Lario, but Lario gets the better of him there. You saw him coming. Matty bumps Bettinson again, comes away with the puck. Matty now, watched by Bettinson. He fires it up the wall. Konecki picks that one up in the neutral zone, circles back, gets the line, drives wide down the right wing, tries to put it in front, finds a stick of Matty though. Matty sauces that one up looking for Lario, but Lario's tired. We're going to go to the Laker power play now as they settle it down behind their net with 38 seconds here to go in the power play. Spooner loses the puck there. Robertson watching him. Ford has it, chips it past Gordon, gets the line. Ford cuts to the middle, tries a shot, goes off the skate of Zackel. Rasmussen has that one muscled away from him by two Lakers. Spooner leaves it for Chimago, tries a shot. Off the skate laces of Robertson to the wall. Fleming keeps it in. Spooner. Chimago up top. Chimago backhands across to Fleming. Down to Spooner on the wall. Spooner tries to find Konecki. Intercepted there by Zackel, and he skates it out of the zone. Zackel one-on-one. Chips it past Fleming. There's Zackel. Tries to put it out front off the side of the net. Miners have it behind the net. Tried to put it out front. That was Gordon. Find the side of the net, and Chimago's got it now. Gordon pins him. Teams are even up now. Fleming backhand around behind his net. Bomer watches his man. He picks up the puck. Wheels out of the corner. Looking out front. Tries to find Rasmussen. Pinching down. That's tipped away there by Konecki. Sanger up the wall. Tries to find Bomer, but that's intercepted by Chimago. He puts it back down low. Intercepted by Rasmussen. Stretch pass to Bomer. Bomer has it. Tries to chip it past Fleming, but he makes a nice play with his glove to knock it down. Paraplekta now. Paraplekta puts it over to Tokic. Good job there by Sanger to tie his man up and not give him a good chance to get a shot off. Dixon Reyes. Over to Watson. Watson up ice to Tokic. Tokic gains the line. Tries a quick shot. Goes wide of the net. Backhands it around. Gets it back. Gets bumped there by Sanger. Sam comes away with it. Sam, backhand, looking for Bomer. Gets the line. Bomer's watched by Williamson. Puck comes loose to Sam. Sam, cross ice to Sanger. Sanger tries a shot, goes off the stick of Watson, up and out of play. We're going to have a face-off here down in Laker territory. We'll have our TV timeout here, I guess, with 6:24 to go. All right, team settle back in here now after that short timeout. We'll have a face-off here to the left of Burnside. Maddie against Bettinson here on this face-off. Maddie wins the draw. Tied up in his feet, though, and Boyarski comes in and is able to get a stick on it and chip it out of the zone. The Miners just dump it right back down. Burnside slides that one to Williamson. Turner comes in to get it. Gets back to Chatty. Konecki gets a stick on it, tips it through his feet, and gets it out of the line. They come back in the rush. Konecki, quick shot. Ooh, beats Carter Greenway. So we got 4-3 Lakers now. Quick shot there by Konecki, beat Greenway, low to the blocker side. Maddie on the face-off here, and he wins it over to Turner, who dumps it down, and they go on the forecheck. Williamson backhands that one to the wall. Loose puck comes to Reese. Reese knocked down by Maddie. Zackel goes back for the puck now. He circles behind his own net. Leaves it there for Rasmussen. Rasmussen back around to Zackel again. Zackel tries to stretch pass to find Lario. Gets all the way down. Lario beats out. Oh, they whistle that down. Lario was clearly ahead. That is a terrible call by the officials. That was clearly beat out by Lario. He had a good step on the defenseman at the hash marks. Anyway, we'll have a face-off to the right here. Lakers win the draw. Paraplekta spins away from Rasmussen, puts it back to the point to Fleming, who rips that one just wide. Zackel chips it backhand to Lario. Lario tries to find Turner. That's picked off by Fleming. Tokic now. Tokic to Paraplekta. Knocked away by Lario. Lario tries to get out the line, but that's kept in by the defenseman Crease. Paraplekta. Puck knocked away and intercepted by Turner. Turner tries to chip it out, kept in at the point. Greenway gloves that one down. We'll have a face-off here to the right of Greenway. Gordon, Davidson, Bomer, Singer, and Watson for the Miners. Bettinson, Boyarski, Crease, Konecki, and Fleming for the Lakers. Lakers get it down low. Comes all the way around to Crease. Leaves it there for Boyarski. Boyarski circling. Try to fire down low. Fend on it. And picked off by Bomer. Bomer gets the line. Power move there. Tries to cycle it in front. Tries to put it back to the point. Knocked down there by Bettinson. Here is Fleming. Bettinson now. Chipped away by Watson. Bettinson chips it across now to Boyarski. Boyarski tries to find Konecki up the middle. Gets all the way through to Watson. Watson over to his partner Sanger. Sanger looking up ice, finds Bomer, who chips it in. The Miners go in on the forecheck. Creases back for the puck. Puts it back around the wall. Finds Boyarski, who leaves it there for Bettinson. Bettinson makes a move around. Smitteter gets the line. Tries a quick shot. Knocked away by Watson. Loose puck. Scrambles around. Here's Ford. Ford, cross ice to Spooner, one-timer. Pad save there by Greenway. Schmideter off the glass and gets out of the zone. Spooner's back. He leaves it there for Carta. Carta over to his partner. Here's Spooner now. Spooner finds Ford, but Ford misfired that one and went out the other side. Sanger now. Sanger's got a man all over him. They're able to get it out of the line. Chimago on the right wing. Puts the puck down deep into Miners zone. Ford goes after it. Ford's watched there by Smitteter. Sanger picks the puck off. It's in their feet. Here comes Smitteter to help. He comes around the net. He tries just a high pass, flicked it out, going for Sam. Carlisle racing back. Sam's on him and knocks it down. Sam tries to pass out front, looking for Christian. He can't quite find it. Buzzle gets a quick shot. That stop. Carta now. Carta to Carlisle. Carlisle tries to pass across, hits the skate of Tokic. Gets all the way through to Chatty. Chatty now. Behind the net to Schaefer. Schaefer puts it around the wall. Here's Poncelet. Poncelet on Dixon Reyes. Buzzle gets the line and fires it down deep. Poncelet in the corner. Puts it back down low, looking for Christian. Gets past him. That clearing attempt's picked off by Schaefer. Poncelet now. He gets the zone. Looking in the front. Picked off by the Lakers' sticks there. Chatty loses the puck there. Chamago now. Chamago tries a backhand. Knocked away by Schaefer. Big hit there by Buzzle behind the net on Parapolecta. Cross ice pass there, looking for Poncelet. Bounces off the wall and gets down deep in the corner. Lario picks it off. Quick shot here. Glove saved by Burnside. A little bit of pushing and shoving here down in the corner. There's Poncelet and Watson. Like both of them are going to be going to the box. I would assume it's just going to be a 5-on-5 here. There's coincidental penalties. Going to be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, I think, by the looks of things. Puck comes loose, gets poked through by Boyarski, turned over by the Miners. Here's Lario. Lario stops. Out front to Rasmussen. Rasmussen tries to go back to Matty, who's caught in some feet and doesn't quite get there, but Matty shoots off a skate around behind the net. Here's Crease. Crease leaves it there for Bettinson. Bettinson back around behind the net to Fleming. Fleming. Stretch pass and finds Crease. Crease and Boyarski 2-on-1. Crease takes a shot. Blockered away by Carter Greenway. Poked to the corner there by Zackel. Bettinson holding the puck down low, battling against Lario and Zackel. Not much happening down here. Now the puck comes free. Lario digs it out, and the Miners are away. Chips it down into the zone. Takes a bump from Fleming. Matty goes in after it. He's got Boyarski toyed up in the corner. Fleming fires it around, but Rasmussen's there to pick it off. Quick shot, just wide of the net. Come all the way around to the point here. Sanger keeps it in. Sanger puts it down low to Matty. Matty makes a nice little move around Fleming, but Fleming grabs onto him and knocks him down. Loose puck behind the net comes to Lario. Lario takes his time, finds Matty. Quick shot, missed the net. All the way around and out of the zone. Sanger's going to have to chase it back into his own end here. He circles. Konicke's watching him. Loses the handle. Puts it back around the boards to Watson. Watson cross ice to Davidson. Davidson chips around Reyes. He's knocked down. Bomer has it. Bomer drives the net. Puck comes loose. There's Watson. Watson on the wall. Out front to Davidson. Scores! One-timer in the slot. Nice pass there by Watson. So we got a tie game here again, 4-4. 22 seconds to go in the second period. We're still 4-on-4 for another 9 seconds. Davidson wins the draw, but Spooner jumps through and gets the puck behind him. Circles back in his own end. Watched by Bomer. Puts it up to Tokic. Tokic fires it back to Fleming. Fleming up the wall to Crease. Back to Fleming. Bomer bumps his man on the wall, but Fleming comes through the middle of the ice, takes a quick shot, glove to the corner by Greenway, and that'll do it for the second period. And after 2, we're tied 4-4. This third period should be a good one. We'll see you then. Welcome back, hockey fans, for the third period. The Miners and the Lakers currently tied 4-4. The shots in the second period were 12 for the Miners and 9 for the Lakers, for a game total of 23 shots each. So this should be a good third period. Here we go. Two teams settle in for the face-off here. Tokic and Davidson on the draw to start the third period. And the Lakers win the draw. Fleming loses footing. Davidson, quick shot there. Rebound up in the air. Bomer gloves it down, circles off the wall, tries a quick shot, blocker to the corner. Parapolekta loses that puck to the middle and it's knocked back out to Gordon. Gordon fires it back down deep into Laker territory, crease behind his net. Backhands it back down low. Gordon picks that one off. Gordon tries to put it out front, but that's intercepted. Back down behind the net. Fleming now. Fleming leaves it for Tokic. Tokic, backhand up the middle. Gets all the way down into minor territory to Zackel, who puts it behind the net to Rasmussen. Then round the wall to Bomer. Bomer up the wall, knocked down by Lario. Lario gets the line, dumps it down deep. Dixon Reyes back, puts it up the wall, looking for Parapolekta, misses him, gets all the way down onto Greenway, who just deflects that into the corner to Chatty. Chatty, stretch pass up there to Lario, tips it down into Lakers zone. Dixon Reyes settles back in his own end, tries to fire it up to Boyarski, but that goes off a stick up into the netting. So I have a face-off down here to the left of Burnside. Bettinson and Lario. Bettinson wins that one into the corner. Schaefer keeps that one in for a second, bounces up high, and Boyarski's able to get it out. Chatty just dumps it right back down. Miners tag up and go to work. Here's Maddie now. Maddie puts it down low for Turner. Turner spins off of Bettinson, who's pinned on the wall. Dixon Reyes tries to get it up, gets it to Schaefer, gets through on the net, rebound, cleared by the Lakers. Boyarski up the wall. Quick shot, beats Greenway, hits the post. Bettinson tries to put it out front, knocked away by Turner. Carmichael loses that in his feet, gets through to Konecki. Konecki behind the net, puts it around to Carta. Carta tries to put it back to Konecki. Konecki puts it up to Boyarski. Konecki has it now down in the corner, tries to put it up front, goes off the leg of Watson. Watson puts it on the wall to Maddie. Maddie circling through the middle, gets away from Spooner, picking up speed, gets the line, pulls it back in, cuts to the middle, tries to put it backhand out front to Sam. Lario there. He takes a shot, but it hits a leg and comes out to Spooner. Watson picks that one and puts it to Sam. Sam tries to kick it up, gets tipped across to Schmieder. Schmieder tries to put it down low, but goes off his skate to Rios. Boyarski there, he chips it, or Ford puts it down low. Here's Sanger. Sanger to Sam, back to Sanger. Sanger stretches out to Robertson. Robertson tips it down deep. Schmieder in on the forecheck. Lakers get it to Crease. Crease. He tries to put it to the wing to Ford, but it goes past him to the D-man Rasmussen and puts it back down deep. Fleming spinning away from Sam. Finds Ford. Ford goes cross ice. Bounces up to Spooner. He can't handle it. There's Zackel. Zackel back to Rasmussen. Zackel now behind the net. Zackel finds Christian. Christian tries to backhand up the wall. Gets all the way through. Finds Poncelet. Poncelet partial break falls. Can't get a shot away. Slides into the corner. Here's Parapolekta. Trying to wheel out of the zone. Puts a backhand up the wall. Intercepted there by Christian. Tokic. Tokic takes a bump from Poncelet. Puck comes to Rasmussen. Puts it across to Zackel, who fires it up to Christian. He tips it down deep. Buzzle out front. Back again to Poncelet. He misses the net just high. Good chance there. Rasmussen, or Chatty, Chatty back down low. Here is Kreese. Kreese has the puck knocked away from him by Buzzle. Buzzle tries to put it on net, but that's kicked away by Fleming. Fleming has it now. He flicks it high up, and that's knocked down by Schaefer, and we're going to get a minor penalty here. Buzzle is going to go off for roughing. The Lakers will be going to their 7th power play. Gordon and Boyarski to the right of Greenway. Boyarski wins it to the wall. Puck comes back to Kreese, who puts it across to Bettinson. Back up top to Kreese. Down low to Konecki. Konecki looking for a lane. Can't find one. Puts it back to Kreese. Over to Bettinson. Down low to Boyarski. Finds it pass across to Konecki, but he can't get a solid shot. Comes loose to the Miners, and they're able to clear the zone. Here's Kreese now. Waiting for his teammates to set up on the breakout. Puts it up the wall to Konecki, across to Bettinson. Bettinson gets the line. Tries to find Chamago off the stick of Rasmussen. Rasmussen spins and fires the puck all the way back down. Good penalty kill here. Not really allowing the Lakers to set up too dangerously. Kreese puts it up the wall to Bettinson. Bettinson gains the line. Watched there by Zackel. Chamago now. Chamago puts it back down in the corner. Picked off by the Miners. They try to clear it. Kept in at the line. Kreese does a good job there holding the blue. Puts it cross ice. Boyarski off the stick of Rasmussen. Up and out of play. Good job by the Miners to get their sticks in the way of these shots. 47 seconds to go in the power play. Bomer's coming in to take this face-off against Watson. Watson wins it back to Spooner. Spooner makes a move around Gordon. Takes it down low into the corner. Tries to put it out front to Watson. That's picked off by Bomer and fired down the ice. Lakers break out of the zone. Here's Spooner. Stick lift there by Gordon. Spooner's able to chip it down, but Bomer's there for the puck. Takes a bump. Puck comes around the wall. Here's Watson. Watson back to Fleming. Fleming makes a little move. Puts it across looking for Reese. Misses him. There's Reese now. Finds the guy in the middle. That's Fleming. Puts it across to Spooner. Spooner tries a shot. Goes off a leg. Up and out of play. And there's a little bit of miscommunication going on with the clock here because it reads 17 seconds left on the power play. It was slow to start, but Buzzle's come out of the box. The referees are going to have to convene and figure this out here. I think they've somewhat got this figured out. I think they say there's 5 seconds left on the power play. Yeah, so 5 seconds left in the power play. Tokic on the draw here with Maddie. Puck comes free to Schaefer. Schaefer fires it up the wall, gets outside the zone. It's knocked down by Dixon Reyes, but it had cleared the line. Tokic now tries to find Parapolecta, gets through to Chamago on the far wall. He tries a shot. That goes off the stick of Chatty and goes up and out of play. We'll have a face-off here to the left of Greenway. Maddie and Tokic again. Tokic wins this one to the wall. Chamago muscles off his man, but he can't contain control. Dixon Reyes dumps it back down low. Stick to the corner. Watson now. Watson's pinned on the wall from Chamago. Kicks it 3. Here's Maddie. Oh, Turner. Turner up to Lario. Gets past him to Parapolecta, who dumps it back down. Sanger leaves it for Watson. Watson up the wall to Turner. Turner gets the line. Keeps going down the wall. Bumping with Dixon Reyes. Maddie comes in to help and gets the puck. Maddie puts it out front to Lario. Here's Turner. Turner, rebound. Rebound again. Keeps getting kicked free. Sanger gets a shot through. That's kicked wide. Parapolecta clears that out of the zone away from danger. 3 good opportunities there for the Miners. Stretch pass up there to Lario. Watched by Crease. Gordon has it now. He loses the puck to Crease. Puck comes loose all the way through to Zackel. Zackel tries to stretch it up, tipped in by Lario. Burnside comes out to play it around the wall, looking for Boyarski. Boyarski leaves it for Bettinson. Bettinson's over to Konecki, but he misses him, and Rasmussen dumps it down. Glove down by Crease. Kept in at the line. Oh, not kept in at the line. That's going to be offside. Davidson and Konecki. Konecki wins it. Boyarski comes in to help. Puck's free to Bettinson. Bettinson goes cross to looking for Boyarski. Bomer comes across and bumps Konecki. Puck comes free to Bettinson. He puts it out front. Boyarski tries a shot. Comes free to the wall. Here's Lone. Lone takes a bump from Bomer. That is cleared up and out of play by Zackel. We're going to have a face-off back down in minor territory to the left of Greenway with 11:49 here to go in the third period. Still tied at 4. Ford and Davidson. Davidson wins the puck back. Rasmussen chips it around behind his own net to Gordon. Gordon goes hard up the wall trying to find Bomer, intercepted by Carlisle. Carlisle gets center and dumps it back down deep. Spooner. Spooner puts it down. Oh, and a quick shot there off the wall by Rios. That's held on to by Greenway. $11:31 here to go in the third. Ford settles in for the faceoff against Schmideter. Schmideter wins that one back to Chatty, who rifles it around the wall. Kept in by Fleming. Fleming, shot from a sharp angle. Stopped by Greenway. Puck's bouncing. Loose behind the net. Fleming has it again. Backhand down to Ford. Ford leaves it for Spooner. Spooner circling around the minor zone. Leaves it there for Fleming. Fleming, quick shot, looking for the stick of Reese. Puck back out in the middle. Fleming. Sam went down to block that one, but he walked past him. Here's Crease now. Crease at the point. Puts it back down low to Ford. Ford tries a backhand out front, intercepted by Chatty. Puts it around the wall. Jumps the stick of Robertson. Puck comes free now to Sam. Sam backhands it over to Schmideter. Quick shot there. Blocker to the corner. Schmideter goes after the loose puck. Kicks it over to Robertson. Robertson has it. Cycles it down in the corner for Schmideter. Schmideter's bumped in the corner there by Reese. Spooner hits Dixon Reese in the back. Picked off by Robertson. Chipped back to Schmideter. Loose puck in the corner. Sticks everywhere. Crease puts it down into the corner there to Dixon Reyes, who plays it up the wall now. That goes off a skate. Still in the zone. Watson has it. Watson loses the handle on it. Puts it back down in the corner. Christian now. Christian cutting to the middle. Gets that puck knocked off his stick. Watson keeps it in at line. He tries a quick shot. That goes off leg. Rebound comes to Buzzle, who gets a quick shot, and that's saved by the goaltender. Lakers try to flick it out of the zone, but it comes up into the netting, and that'll be a whistle here. 9:46 to go. Maddie settles in for the faceoff here against Reese. Reese wins it back into the corner. Crease tries a backhand. Turner gets a quick pass out front, but Maddie can't get a handle on it. Watson gets it deep into minor territory. Zackel goes back with Tokic watching him. Puts it back around behind his own net to Rasmussen. Backhand up the wall. Lario tries to chip it out, but intercepted by Chimago. Chimago can't quite hold the line. Lario gets it out now to Turner. Turner, nice little move through the feet of Dixon Reyes. Cuts to the middle. Can't get the shot away. Puts it backhand to the wall to Zackel, who puts it down low to Maddie behind the net. Back out front to Lario, and he can't get the shot off. Loose puck. Rasmussen gets the shot through. That's stopped by the goalie. Lakers are able to clear that one out of danger. Zackel cycles back behind his own net. Flick pass way up, all the way down. And that's going to be an icing as Carta beats Gordon back for the hybrid icing. Boyarski settles in for the faceoff against Maddie to the right of Greenway. Bouncing puck. Bettinson comes in from the wing and picks it up, fires it out front, looking for Konecki. And Zackel is going to get a penalty for hooking here. Looks like he just got himself a 10, or somebody did. Looks like Lario got himself a 10, and that'll do it for him as there's only 8:46 to go here in the third. So the Lakers will go to their 8th power play. 2 for 7 so far. Lakers win the faceoff. Crease puts it across to Bettinson. Quick shot down low, intercepted by Singer. Good strong stick there. Intercepts pass and ices the puck all the way down. Crease. Up the wall. Finds Konecki. Konecki back to Crease. Puts it across to Bettinson, who backhands it down into minor territory. Singer's there. Konecki falls. Puck's underneath him. Chimago comes in to help. Gordon digs it out and ices that puck all the way down. Burnside comes and leaves it for Crease. Circles around his goalie. Leaves it back for Konecki. Backhand across to Boyarski, gains the line. Boyarski leaves it for Bettinson, picked off by Bomer. Miners are away. Bomer. Quick shot, just high over the blocker side. Rasmussen pinches in. He stops that one from getting outside the line. Tries to backhand it back down in, and Boyarski just circles back. Leaves it behind his net for Ford. 40 seconds to go in the power play. Here's Fleming. Up the wall. Ford tries to find Spooner, goes off the leg. Reese gets it. Schaefer dumps it all the way back down. Fleming leaves it for Spooner. Spooner finds Ford. Ford, nifty little move there. Gets the line. Wide on Schaefer. Schaefer pokes the puck free. Ford gets it back out of the corner. Leaves it for Spooner. Spooner shoots. That's saved by Greenway. Held on to with 8 seconds to go in the power play. .654 to go in the third. Tie-up draw. Puck gets kicked free. Miners get a stick on it, and Buzzell sends it all the way down. Burnside leaves it for Dixon Reyes. Miners are back to even strength. Dixon Reyes stretch pass up, intercepted by Watson. Reese gets it through to Spooner. Spooner sends it out front, misses his man, goes all the way through to the other side. Williamson keeps it in, down low. Matty comes away with it. Matty's far side. Williamson intercepts that. Tries to chip it past Watson. Watson picked it off. Matty backhands that over the line. Now Turner goes after it. Turner and Dixon Reyes. Puck comes to Burnside. He fires it up the wall. Robertson tries to find Matty in the middle. Goes off his foot to Paraplekta. Paraplekta leaves it for Tokic. Shot blocked there by Singer. Matty now behind his own net. Dangerously out the middle, but he's able to get it out of the territory and down in the other end. Here's Crease. Crease fires his pass up the middle. Knocked down by Chatty, who gives it to Matty, and he dumps it back into Miner zone. Or Laker zone, sorry. Crease now. Watched by Gordon. Backhand off the wall. Tokic. Tokic is bumped there. Bomer has the puck. Finds Davidson. Davidson leaves it for Gordon. Gets past him, but Bomers is there to help him. And we're going to be called on the offside here. 5:15 to go in the third. Still 4-4. Face off here in the neutral zone, right in front of the Lakers bench. And it looks like the Lakers will be calling a timeout. All right, timeout is over. Gordon settles in against Bettinson. He pushes forward. The Lakers get the draw. Dixon Reyes chips it off the wall. Knocked down. Bettinson gets it across to Boyarski. Boyarski around the wall. Backhand. And Greenway is able to hold on to that one. Quick little transition play there by the Lakers and got a good opportunity off the right wing wall from Boyarski. But Greenway was there to swallow it up. Referees reset the net. Now to the left of Greenway here. Davidson and Konecki on this face-off. Davidson wins that one. Put around the wall by Rasmussen. Gordon stretches it out to Bomer. Bomer now. Bomer puts it out front, just misses Davidson there. Dixon Reyes is watching him, pins him on the wall, angles him off, tries a chip. That doesn't get all the way out. Bomer tries to find Davidson, off his skate to Fleming. Fleming up to Bettinson. Bettinson gets the line. Tries to find Konecki in the middle. Missed his man. McConaughey gets it off the wall. Backhands to no man's land, but Williamson comes in from the point. Tip wide. Konecki circles out. He's got speed. Tries to center it off the skate of Rasmussen. Rasmussen comes in, picks it up. Backhand pass up to Gordon. Now they got numbers. 2-on-1. Gordon, quick shot. Rebounds there, but nobody's in. Schmitter off the bench. Quick shot. That gets through. Schmitter rebound. Loses control. Schmitter tries to put it back down. Goes off the stick, up and out of play. So we'll have a face-off down to the right of Burnside with 4:03 to go. Schmitter on the face-off against Ford. It's a tie-up draw. Wingers come in and help out. Lakers are able to clear it out of the zone. Spooner has it now. Spooner in on Sanger. Sanger gets a stick on it. Schmitter knocks it away. Schmitter falls, trying to poke it past Carlisle. But here's Sam now. Sam finds Schmitter. Oh, good chance there. That's blocked by the goalie. Stretch pass coming down. That's knocked down by Ford. That's going to be offside. Be Lakers delayed offside, so that I would assume would go all the way back down the other end. Referees are still talking this one over. And they've decided that it is going to be at the far end. I don't know what we're doing here. Moving to all the different dots in the whole rink, I think. All right. Maddie and Togic. Maddie wins it back to Chatty, who dumps it down deep. Turner in on the forecheck. Runs into the referee. Fleming spins away. Puts it to Crease. Crease puts it up the wall. Paraplektu finds Togic in the middle. Togic over to Watson. Watson's bumped and pinned on the wall. Puck's loose. Battle ensues on the corner. Schaefer pins his man down low. Puck's behind the net. Tokic, he loses the puck and it's chipped past him. Not kept in by Crease. Now it's Tokic. Great save there by Greenway. Kind of a bouncy little session there. 2:55 left in the third. Still tied 4-4. Davidson comes in on the faceoff here. Wins that one back in the corner to Rasmussen, who puts it around the wall to Gordon. Loses the puck there, and that try a quick shot. Boyarski has it now behind the net. Poked away from Rasmussen. He gets it back. Puts it up to Gordon. Gordon gets it out of the zone. Now Rasmussen. Rasmussen battling through, tries to get through the middle, poked away. Konecki tries to stretch it to Bettinson, picked off by Davidson. Bettinson stays with it. That's kicked away by Zackel. Konecki loses the puck to Bomer. Bomer puts it to Rasmussen, up to Gordon. Gordon's watched by Boyarski. Boyarski turns it the other way. Boyarski cuts the middle, shoots, blockered away by Greenway. Ford has it behind the net. He tries to put it out front. Referee whistles that one down as he must have lost sight of that one as it was loose on the far side of the net. 2:02 here to go. Schmideter and Ford to the left of Greenway. And the Lakers come away with the draw. Poke free, and that came outside the line. That'll be offside. Didn't come out by much, but it did come out. Not much Williamson could do there. It was pretty quick. Reese and Schmideter. And Miners get control. Sam puts it back to Watson, who puts it up the boards. That goes past Williamson, and Christiansen on the forecheck. Christiansen gets in on the puck. Sam comes in to help him, comes away with it. Here's Sam, puts it back to Watson. Watson back down low, chipped in front. Sam put it on net. The scramble, but Burnside was able to hold tight to the post and keep it out. A couple of conversations happening down low by the goalie now. .136 to go here in the third. Miners are sending out Matty Robertson, Turner, Rasmussen, and Zackel. The Lakers have Tokic, Peripolekta, Konecki, Kreese, and Fleming. Lakers win the draw. Fleming has it behind the net. He's watched by Turner. Turner tries a quick pass out in the front. That goes off the Lakers' skate. Gets the Peripolekta, who chips it down. Watson's on the race here with Zackel, and that was a close one. But it's going to go to the icing. Watson put a good effort in there. Just about beat it. We're going to have a face-off here to the left of Burnside. Matty kicks it back to Zackel, who tries a quick wrist shot, gets through. Saved by Burnside. Robertson down to Turner. Turner tries to put it on, he scores! Turner put it up front, Matty buried it! Miners take their first lead of the game with 1:14 to go here in regulation. We got a timeout. It'll be a Lakers 30-second timeout. Teams chatting over a plan here. Lakers send out their gunners, Bettinson, Boyarski, Konecki. We have Fleming and Crease on the D. Miners counter with Davidson, Gordon, Bomer, Watson, and Schaefer. Lakers get the draw. Fleming puts it to Crease. Back to Fleming. Fleming finds his winger, puts it across to Bettinson. Bettinson puts it on net, and Greenway just gloves it and holds on with 1:01 to go. There'll be a face-off down in Miners' zone. And the Lakers' net is empty. The extra attacker is Spooner for the Lakers. Davidson settles in. Tie-up draw. Sticks come in. Bomer pulls it out, chips it off the wall, and gets it out of the zone. Spooner circles back and picks off the puck, puts it to Boyarski. Boyarski tries to stretch pass it up, goes off a leg of Gordon up into the Lakers bench. 47 seconds to go. We'll have a face-off here. Looks like right in the front of the Miners bench in the neutral zone. Lakers get control. Dixon Reeves, that's picked off by Robertson. Good job there to knock that pass away. Crease has it now back in his own end, behind his net. Circles out, puts it on the wall to Dixon Reeves. Drop pass to Crease, puts it cross ice to Bettinson. Or Boyarski to Spooner. Looking for Konecki in the front. Boyarski, that's held on to by Greenway. Good clutch save by the young goalie. 25.6 to go. Miners lead 5-1. Davidson and Konecki on the draw. Konecki wins it. Boyarski, quick shot. That's stopped by Greenway. Puck's loose. Comes outside the net. Gordon's got it. Gordon backhand around to Bomer. Bomer backhander up the wall. Boyarski stops it. Puts it down, but whistled down. Referee has his arm up, and he's calling a holding penalty against Bettinson. The Lakers captain takes a holding penalty with 13 seconds to go to send the puck all the way down into Laker territory here and send the goalie back to the net. The Lakers have too many players on the ice at the moment. Tie-up draw. Lakers kick it back in the corner. Crease tries to send it out. Kept in by Rasmussen. Comes across the Bomer. Puts it back down low. Davidson has it in the corner. Puts it on net. Kicked away, and that's dumped down. And that'll do it. Miners win. Miners win 5-4. Great comeback. Great third period. The Miners take this one 5-4 for their first regulation win of the season. Nice job. We'll see you guys next time.